If you're a diehard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. The Cleveland Browns' decision to select Dillon Gabriel in the third round of this year's NFL Draft sent shockwaves through the league, but insiders have long known they were extremely high on the young quarterback. Many analysts had projected Gabriel as a mid to late round pick, making his third-round selection seem like a gamble to outsiders. But the Browns' front office clearly saw traits in him that fit their vision. From his accuracy to his ability to read defenses, Gabriel impressed not just during his college career, but also in private workouts and evaluations. The team's investment in him is a testament to their belief in his long-term potential. While some may question why the Browns bypassed other names with more draft buzz or media hype, the organization's track record of identifying underappreciated talent makes this move feel less like a risk and more like a strategic decision rooted in careful scouting, player development, and long-term planning. Offensive coordinator Tommy Rees has been effusive in his praise of Gabriel, and it's clear that the rookie has earned the confidence of the coaching staff. Rees highlighted Gabriel's ability to handle different reps and offensive situations in the preseason, noting that the young quarterback shows remarkable poise when facing competition that is faster and stronger than what he saw in college. This is significant because the transition from collegiate football to the NFL is notoriously difficult, and many quarterbacks struggle with the speed, complexity, and pressure of professional defenses. Gabriel, however, has shown a maturity and understanding of the Browns system that has impressed coaches and teammates alike. Rees' comments underline the fact that while Gabriel may not yet be ready to start immediately, he is absorbing the offense quickly and executing plays with a level of efficiency that gives the Browns confidence in his future as a potential franchise quarterback who could one day lead the team consistently. The preseason performance of Dillon Gabriel has become a key talking point in Cleveland and among NFL circles, and it's not hard to see why. Observers have noted his calmness under pressure, his ability to go through his progressions accurately, and his willingness to make the smart, safe plays that often define long-term success at the quarterback position. Gabriel has demonstrated excellent mechanics, footwork, and decision-making that set him apart from many other rookies entering the league this year. These attributes are not always immediately apparent in highlights or flashy plays, but they matter tremendously when it comes to sustained performance and avoiding costly mistakes. Coaches and teammates alike have noted that his preparation, work ethic, and attention to detail in meetings and practices are impressive. These characteristics suggest that Gabriel is not just physically talented, but mentally equipped to handle the complexities of the NFL game, which bodes well for his career trajectory. The presence of Shedeur Sanders on the roster has naturally drawn attention, thanks to his fan base and high-profile background. But for the Browns, the evaluation has been straightforward. While Sanders has the benefit of name recognition and outside support from former players and media personalities, the coaching staff has been clear that Gabriel is far ahead in terms of readiness and understanding of the team's offensive scheme. This isn't to diminish Sanders' potential, as he is still developing and learning, but the Browns' priority is to field the quarterback who can best execute their game plan from day one. The distinction between hype and readiness has never been more apparent, and the organization's commitment to Gabriel reflects a disciplined, strategic approach. In football, especially in the quarterback position, preparation, consistency, and the ability to handle pressure often outweigh external expectations, and Gabriel is showing that he has those qualities. Starting the season with Joe Flacco at the helm was a measured, sensible decision for Cleveland, given the difficulty of their early schedule. Flacco brings veteran experience, familiarity with pressure situations, and the ability to stabilize an offense while rookies develop behind the scenes. The Browns recognize that plunging Gabriel or any rookie into a starting role immediately could be detrimental, not just to the player but to the team's early performance and confidence. This strategic patience demonstrates a thoughtful approach to roster management, emphasizing development over spectacle. However, it also keeps the door open for Gabriel to play sooner than expected if circumstances demand it. Injuries, struggles, or a sudden opportunity could accelerate his timeline, and the coaching staff has made it clear they are prepared to adjust. For Gabriel, this situation is ideal. He can learn, observe, and refine his skills while preparing to make a big impact when the time is right. Reports from training camp indicate that Dillon Gabriel has adapted exceptionally well to the professional environment, showing sharpness and awareness that has impressed teammates, coaches, and observers alike. Unlike some rookies who take longer to adjust to the speed and physicality of NFL defenses, Gabriel has consistently demonstrated an ability to process information quickly and make decisive throws. His ability to read defenses, adjust plays at the line of scrimmage, and maintain composure under pressure speaks to his advanced football IQ. Multiple positive reports from practices suggest he has embraced the grind of professional football, attending to every detail of preparation, from film study to on-field execution. This growing reputation within the organization highlights that Gabriel's progress is not only evident on the field, but also in his approach off it, where mental preparation and leadership skills are often the true markers of a successful quarterback in the league. While Dillon Gabriel may not yet be the most thrilling or headline-grabbing player on the roster, his efficiency and consistent performance have become his strongest assets. In an era where flashy plays and highlight reels often dominate the conversation, the Browns appear to value steady, reliable execution, particularly at the quarterback position. Gabriel's ability to deliver accurate passes, maintain composure, and manage the flow of the game makes him an ideal candidate for gradual integration into the offense. Coaches have praised his methodical approach, noting that it allows the offense to operate smoothly and reduces the likelihood of costly errors. His lack of immediate flash does not diminish his long-term potential. In fact, it may suggest that he has the patience, discipline, and football intelligence necessary to build a lasting, successful career. For Cleveland, Gabriel represents both a current developmental project and a potential cornerstone for the future. The Browns' quarterback strategy this season is a careful balance between short-term stability and long-term growth, and Dillon Gabriel sits squarely in the latter category. While Joe Flacco handles the opening games with veteran poise, Gabriel is quietly preparing to step in if circumstances warrant, whether through injury, performance issues, or the team's assessment of readiness. This approach allows the team to maintain competitive performance in the present while nurturing a potential franchise quarterback behind the scenes. Gabriel's ability to perform in a variety of scenarios during preseason action demonstrates that the coaching staff's trust in him is well-earned. The organization is willing to give him time to develop, but also remains agile, ready to adjust its plan if he shows he is capable of contributing immediately. This blend of patience and opportunism is emblematic of a modern NFL strategy, reflecting both foresight and adaptability. Ultimately, Dillon Gabriel's emergence in Cleveland is a story of preparation, opportunity, and strategic foresight. The Browns appear committed to fostering his development while ensuring the team remains competitive in the short term. Gabriel's poise, intelligence, and work ethic have earned him accolades from coaches, impressed teammates, and positioned him as a quietly rising star within the organization. While fans and media may continue to debate quarterback hierarchies, the internal consensus seems clear. Gabriel is the player who has demonstrated the readiness, mental fortitude, and efficiency necessary to succeed in the NFL. His path to starting may not be immediate, but it is undeniably promising. For the Browns and their fan base, this is the type of careful, calculated decision that can lay the foundation for sustained success, signaling the arrival of a quarterback who could shape the team's future for years to come. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. Myles Garrett has reportedly erupted in a storm of frustration over Shedeur Sanders, leaving the Browns' locker room buzzing with tension and speculation that could shake the foundation of the team. Sources close to the situation claim Garrett's recent comments were not just casual criticisms, but rather a pointed statement that seemed to question Sanders' work ethic and decision-making on the field. The buzz around the team's facilities is palpable, with insiders suggesting that Garrett's words might have been fueled by more than just performance concerns, possibly hinting at personal clashes or differences in mindset. Fans and analysts alike are dissecting every nuance of his statement, trying to gauge whether this is a fleeting moment of frustration or a deeper rift forming. Social media exploded immediately after, with hashtags and threads analyzing Garrett's tone, body language, and even the timing of his remarks, fueling wild speculation about locker room dynamics and team chemistry issues. Reports suggest that Garrett's fiery words about Sanders have ignited conversations far beyond the locker room, reaching coaching staff, management, and even rival teams eager to capitalize on potential unrest. Observers note that Garrett, known for his intensity and unfiltered honesty, rarely holds back when something bothers him, which makes this incident particularly significant. Some insiders hint that Garrett's comments were made during a heated practice session, where competitive tensions run high, but the phrasing of his remark, according to those present, carried a sharpness that seemed unusually personal. Analysts are debating whether Garrett's criticism is tactical, aimed at pushing Sanders to improve, or whether it signifies underlying frustration with the team's broader direction. The Browns' coaching staff, meanwhile, is reportedly in damage control mode, attempting to mediate between the players and maintain a united front publicly, even as whispers of discontent continue to swirl around facilities and team meetings, suggesting the impact of Garrett's words may linger longer than anticipated. Meanwhile, fans have seized upon the controversy like wildfire, dissecting every syllable Garrett allegedly spoke and turning it into a narrative of locker room drama that dominates sports forums and social media channels. Memes, reaction videos, and opinion threads have proliferated, creating an online spectacle that some say amplifies the tension within the team itself. Analysts note that such public speculation can have a real psychological effect, putting additional pressure on Sanders and potentially shaping how teammates interact in practice and games. Garrett's reputation as a passionate, sometimes mercurial player only adds fuel to the fire, as observers debate whether his critique is constructive or simply a display of ego. Meanwhile, insiders claim that while some teammates are privately supportive of Garrett's candidness, others fear that public criticism of a high-profile rookie like Sanders could fracture cohesion. The Browns' PR team reportedly is considering statements or interventions to calm the narrative, though for now, the rumor mill and online chatter continue unabated, suggesting the controversy is far from over. Sources close to the Browns indicate that the timing of Garrett's comments is crucial as the team prepares for a pivotal stretch of the season that could define playoff chances and internal hierarchies. Speculation is rampant that Garrett's frustration stems not only from on-field performance, but also from perceptions about leadership and influence within the locker room. Observers suggest that Sanders, despite his talent and pedigree, may be under extraordinary scrutiny given his family legacy and media attention, creating an environment where every misstep is magnified. Garrett's statement, intentionally or not, appears to have spotlighted this pressure cooker, leading teammates, coaches, and fans alike to evaluate both players' future roles. Some insiders hint that private discussions have already occurred to de-escalate tensions, though no public acknowledgement has been made, feeding further rumors. As media outlets parse Garrett's words and body language, the narrative grows more complex, blurring lines between performance critique, personal conflict, and media spectacle, leaving fans and analysts alike in suspense. The ripple effect of Garrett's remarks has reportedly reached Sanders, who is said to be navigating the scrutiny with a mix of focus and guarded awareness, though insiders suggest the rookie feels the weight of public opinion heavily. Conversations within the locker room allegedly reflect a mix of support, concern, and strategic positioning, as teammates try to maintain solidarity while processing the tension. Coaches reportedly stress the importance of unity, emphasizing that media and social speculation should not disrupt on-field performance, though the line between rumor and reality appears increasingly thin. Analysts have begun debating the potential consequences for team dynamics, questioning whether Garrett's critique could spark improvement, resentment, or a reshuffling of responsibilities. The media frenzy, amplified by social platforms and talk shows, turns every gesture and comment into a potential headline, heightening stakes for Sanders and Garrett alike. While nothing has been officially confirmed by team representatives, the chatter continues to dominate sports circles, creating an atmosphere charged with speculation, curiosity, and anticipation for what happens next. Adding further intrigue, insiders suggest Garrett's comments may reflect deeper philosophical differences in approach to football, leadership, and accountability, possibly setting the stage for an extended narrative that unfolds over weeks, if not months. Analysts point out that Garrett's intensity often translates into both leadership and confrontation, meaning his words, while potentially disruptive, could also serve as a catalyst for improvement. Meanwhile, Sanders' adaptability and response to criticism are being scrutinized more than ever, with coaches reportedly monitoring his reactions to gauge maturity and resilience under pressure. Rumors suggest that team strategy sessions have been influenced by the tension as coaches weigh the interpersonal dynamics alongside tactical planning. Public interest remains voracious, with sports talk shows and online commentators dissecting every possible implication, while fans speculate endlessly about possible outcomes for player relationships, team culture, and future game performance. Garrett's comment, though brief, has already created a storm of intrigue, shaping narratives and influencing perceptions far beyond its original context. Industry insiders claim that the situation has sparked conversations about leadership models within the Browns, highlighting how star players' influence interacts with emerging talent like Sanders. Some speculate that Garrett's critique could be part of a broader mentorship approach, though its blunt delivery has left observers questioning its efficacy. Reports from practices indicate that tension is being carefully managed but remains present, influencing both interactions and individual performance. Media analysts suggest that Garrett's words have created a storyline with commercial and entertainment value, attracting attention that goes beyond football, tapping into broader themes of rivalry, mentorship, and the pressures of high-profile professional sports. Fans debate whether this controversy signals a temporary hiccup or a longer-term power dynamic shift, speculating on potential outcomes for both players' careers. The Browns' organizational response is being closely watched, as any public handling or mishandling could set precedent for future internal conflicts and team culture management strategies, intensifying scrutiny from both media and fan bases. Meanwhile, discussions continue to swirl about how this tension might influence upcoming matchups, particularly as rivals look for weaknesses to exploit. Analysts suggest that Garrett's outspoken nature, combined with Sanders' rookie status, may create unpredictability in performance, both positive and negative. Speculation abounds that coaches may have to adjust practice intensity, player rotation, or leadership roles to mitigate the fallout. Some insiders hint that the two players' interactions off the field, including meetings, film sessions, and team meals, are being carefully observed to ensure cohesion, though the rumor mill suggests subtle signs of friction persist. Public perception is also a factor, with every quote and social media post scrutinized for hidden meaning, amplifying the narrative beyond the confines of the team. Garrett's comment, already viral online, has effectively created a storyline that merges sports, drama, and speculation, keeping fans, analysts, and rival teams on high alert while the Browns navigate the fallout. In the broader context of the NFL, Garrett's critique of Sanders has sparked debate about the role of veteran influence on rookie development, raising questions about mentorship, accountability, and the balance between candidness and team unity. Analysts argue that while tension can sometimes fuel growth, poorly managed conflicts risk undermining cohesion and morale, potentially impacting the Browns' season trajectory. Rumors suggest that both players are acutely aware of the media spotlight, with Garrett embracing his role as a vocal leader and Sanders striving to establish credibility and resilience. Team meetings and film sessions reportedly carry an added layer of scrutiny, as coaches seek to channel competitive friction into productive outcomes. Social media amplifies every nuance, turning minor interactions into major talking points, while fan speculation continues to expand the narrative. The Browns, navigating both internal dynamics and public perception, face the challenge of maintaining performance and unity amidst a swirling storm of rumor, analysis, and anticipation surrounding Garrett's explosive comments. As the story continues to develop, insiders suggest that Garrett and Sanders' relationship could define not only their individual trajectories, but also the overall atmosphere within the Browns' locker room. Speculation about reconciliations, continued friction, or mentorship has fans, analysts, and team insiders eagerly awaiting signs of resolution or escalation. Every practice, press conference, and public interaction is scrutinized for hints of improvement, tension, or strategy, creating a continuous cycle of rumor and speculation. Observers note that Garrett's comments, though brief, have become a touchstone for debates about player leadership, rookie pressure, and team culture, influencing narratives far beyond the immediate incident. Meanwhile, Browns management reportedly monitors the situation carefully, weighing public messaging, internal guidance, and media optics. The rumor mill shows no signs of slowing, with analysts offering predictions, fans theorizing endlessly, and insiders hinting at developments yet to unfold. Garrett's explosive critique has ensured that the story of Sanders, the rookie under fire, will dominate conversations for weeks to come, making this drama an unavoidable talking point in sports circles everywhere. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you liked the video, share it with a fellow fan, hit subscribe, and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!